This is Passengers United.
Safety advocates are calling on the city to address subway crime after the 10th death in the system this year. On Thursday, a body was discovered on the side of the tracks at the West 4th Street station. Police say the victim had several stab wounds. Sources say he appeared to have been homeless, and people walking by may have thought he was sleeping.
The problem is people have gotten so conditioned in the subway to seeing individuals sleeping on the tracks, sleeping on the floors. We've gotten used to this, and that says something very sad about our city.
Homeless people die every day. What's going to happen? How many people is it going to take for someone to do something about it?
They're still investigating whether he might have been attacked while sleeping. So far, no arrests have been made in the case.
Yeah. So, let me know. Just one sec. Okay, so Charles. Unfortunately, yet again, we are here today at this crime scene where a homeless man was stabbed to death. This incident happened 2 days ago, and only this morning the NYPD declared this a homicide. We at Passengers United are just outraged and upset. This is the 10th murder in the New York City subway system. How many more people have to die down here? And it's very sad. We reached out to the elected officials. They haven't, they're not here today. So this is a crisis that's going on in our subway. And we need everyone in the city, because this was a homeless man. Nobody cares, but we care. And this could have been any one of us. And this death happened on the platform. So they're saying that he may have gotten stabbed on the platform and then he fell over here. So our subway system is in crisis. We need leadership from our elected officials. And you know the spelling of my name.
Yes. Oh yeah, I got you. And yesterday when we talked about this, you just said 9. Today is switched to 10. So now we can confirm that. Have you talked to any authorities? Any more information from them on just anything to be done? Have you spoken with anybody?
All I can tell you, the NYPD is still investigating this case. Obviously, they're still trying to get details. So if any member of the public has any details about this incident, they need to call the NYPD immediately and let them know whatever. Because if you think about it, we're in a busy station. This is a very busy area. So it's just crazy because so many people are walking by here. And how could someone have been lying there? Trains passed through here. Didn't anybody notice this? So the train crews probably assumed it was a homeless man sleeping. See, the problem is people have gotten so conditioned in the subway to seeing individuals sleeping on the tracks, sleeping on the floors. We've gotten used to this. And that says something very sad about our city.
And Mayor Adams has...
Train's coming.
I was going to ask about Mayor Adams' plan. Mental health. Mental health treatment for individuals who live on the streets. What do you think of that? I know we were doing stories about that. That's exactly
on the floor.
Hold on one second. I will go. Well, the mayor hasn't gotten back. The mayor doesn't even want to be involved with us. Let's just put it that way. I've seen our parents. I've spoken to his people. They've brushed us off. It is what it is. But, I will say this. Eric Adams is trying. He's trying. He's the only one. He's trying. But, it's a morale problem. But Maria can speak to all that stuff.
Okay, I'll be sure to ask about that. But yeah, I was just going to ask about his plan on mental health treatments
Sure.
for individuals.
So we're good, right, with the camera?
You have one more question?
Yeah, just
Yeah, go ahead. I'm rolling.
So there's another train coming? Oh, another train.
We could be standing here all night waiting for the train, but when we don't want the train to come, it comes every 2 seconds, right?
For real.
No, they're strolling.
And have you noticed since we've been here, you haven't seen one police officer? That's not good. Where are the police? Where are the cops? Because the guy told me there were two cops, maybe in the middle, maybe? I'll have to look for that. Alright.
Yeah. And in terms of mental health treatment, there are some involuntary.
So with the SOS maybe you should play the lotto today.
Yes, yes.
So yes, Mayor Adams is played on that.
So with the SOS teams, what I'm concerned about is there's very few of them because the problem is they're not paying the social workers enough money. They're only paying them $17 to $18. That's not enough money. You're asking them to come down here, deal with individuals who have mental health issues, who are shooting up needles, and so this is why you're not getting the best staff down here. That's one problem. The other problem is there's so many mentally ill individuals down here. There's just not enough of them. So, you know, when a call comes in, a 311 complaint or a 911 call, most of the time, the first responders are the transit police. They're down here, or the police from upstairs coming down here to respond. But we definitely need more mental health professionals down here. We have a mental health crisis in our suburbs.
They should be on the at the stations.
So the way the plan is now, the SOS teams, they have them at the end of line stations, like 179th Street, Coney Island, you know, where the trains terminate and end. But my concern has always been, we want to keep the social workers, you know, like at stations like 57th Street or 42nd Street. So midline, they can approach the train, come in and, you know, talk to the homeless individuals or EDP, an emotionally disturbed person, and try to offer them assistance because that's what they need. I will say most of the homeless down here are not coming here to cause trouble. But unfortunately, just like the passengers on the train, many of the homeless people are also being physically attacked down here. Like this poor soul who lost his job. And then Jack.
Come back over. Hold on. Come back over.
Oh, we need the two shots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right
Shot of
there.
whistle.
Yeah. We keep looking at it.
Okay. Yeah, so
Wait, hold on. Back to where we were originally.
want me to hold the mic?
Come. Yeah. There you go. Stay right here.
Is this a station that you go to often? Like,
So there's always go to NYU. Sometimes I use the other entrance down there. That's the dangerous entrance. At 10th Street over there, that's where you see people shooting up people with guns. I'm shocked that this happened on this side because this side of this issue is very busy. And downstairs, there's actually transport employees sitting in a rail control like booth down there. Signal booth is downstairs. Sometimes they don't say that.
Okay. Come on this side. Stay right there.
Yeah, I'll watch your back. I got your back.
It always says my back. subway station because I live on the west side, so I take this train pretty much all the time back and forth. And this is a very, very scary platform. You know, by 8:30 at night, it really doesn't, it's not safe. And we're just really, really saddened by the fact that a homeless person, a person experiencing homelessness, suburban in this fashion, and in a spot that has long been ignored by our elected leaders, they're just not showing up. They're not addressing the problems that we're having in this area, which, you know, is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. It's an iconic New York neighborhood, and we need to, you know, fix the problems that are occurring here and make the right investments and the things that we need to do to make sure that people are, you know, getting the services they need, so they're not sleeping in the subway. That you know, we're making sure that there's proper police presence and mental health workers, so that we can start addressing the very, very deep problems that we're seeing in this neighborhood that have really resulted in this neighborhood not being the great area we love.
And what do you make of the mayor's new plans? You know, there's a lawsuit surrounding that. We're saying it's unconstitutional. People
Hold on a second.
involuntary care.
Hold on before you answer.
You know what I mean? Involuntary. Of course. You know, that's like always. Yeah. Here we go. Here it is.
But I have to really sad about this guy. I'm so upset about this neighborhood. That's when you tell to call me. I was like, I'm there. You really do have to, you know, address what's happening in this neighborhood. It's a very important neighborhood to me. It's a neighborhood, a lot of great memories in this neighborhood. But in terms of the mayor's plan, you know, I think the mayor's finally taking a stand on something that our elected leaders have ignored for a very long time. It is not safe. It is not safe for people to be living out on the street in the cold in the winter and eating out of garbage cans. That's not helping anyone. And I think the mayor is being bold and courageous in trying to find solutions that will help people who really need help get proper treatment, mental health, and help that they need to, you know, return to living a better life, a safer life. You know, people who are mentally ill living out on the street have very low life expectancies. They're not going, you know, they're going to get sick, they're going to die early. And I think the mayor is being deeply humanitarian in his approach. And I think, you know, it's time that we all, as a city, get behind him and help him. We need more mental health beds for sure. We need to make sure our hospitals can handle the influx of patients. We also need to make sure that the interactions between healthcare workers, mental healthcare workers, and the police, and the people who are experiencing mental illness, that that's done professionally and correctly, so that there are no consequences, there are no bad things happening from the mayor's intervention. But ultimately, it was a hard decision that he made, and I think it's time that we support the mayor, and I think it's really important for our elected leaders, in particular the state senate, state assembly, and city council, to give him the resources and support that he needs to make this plan work for very vulnerable people in New York who so desperately need our help.
They're calling this plan unconstitutional. A lot of people who disagree with it call it unconstitutional.
Well, I'm a lawyer. I've been practicing law a long time. I don't think that's, you know, correct. I think that American civil liberties
hold it. You don't want to touch these buttons.
Okay.
Where do you want me to be?
Stay right there.
Okay, I'll text you my next.
Stay right there. She'll move to
Maria.
Okay. It was a train car.
Yes. Okay, I'll text you my next.
Maria.
Oh, it's
Can you just hold this while I
Yeah.
stand guard? Because he's going to speak.
Yeah,
Because I
sure.
have to guard you guys.
Yeah,
I
okay.
just keep
Sure.
in landscape. Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Sure. What's your name? Jack.
My name
If
is
you can spell
yeah,
it first.
it's, Jack J-A-C-K. My last name is Nierenberg. That's N as in November. I-E-R as in Romeo. E-N as in November. B as in Bravo. E-R-G as in Golf. I'm the Vice President of Apple.
Okay, thank you, Jack. Oh, wait, I don't know if this is no, okay. So, are you a train writer here? You know, as a passenger here, as part of the, how alarming is it just as a train writer?
Oh, it's very alarming. This is the 10th murder that we've experienced just this year in the subway system, and it's really disconcerting. Just another reminder of how unsafe the subway system has become just this year alone. Excuse me. It's just another reminder of how unsafe the subway system has become just this year alone. And we've been advocating at Passengers United and speaking up at every single board committee meeting. And several times we've addressed safety, the ongoing crime situation that's been going on in the subway system. And it's really unfortunate that the executives at the MTA are not necessarily able to empathize with transit riders, given that we've not really seen their presence. Really action taken by them
And
to address this.
what would you say is your message to other subway riders? They're feeling unsafe. Do you feel that's justified, that they probably don't take the subway for this reason?
Absolutely not. And well, it's definitely justified, but there are steps that they can take. Of course, we're not involved on the policy level, but what we can do, among other things, is educate transit riders on how to stay safe. And that's why we need our subway safety education campaign, subway safety second. We started releasing it on our social media platforms, informational posts, or videos, and potential in-person engagement like rallying or school presentations. I think it's especially important for high school as well, because that's when they're starting to become independent. That's when they're starting to go out in the city, ride the subway independently, and that's where we've seen much of this reckless behavior that we've seen as well, including subway surfing and other dangerous acts. And I think it's really important that everyone, not just high schoolers and children, teenagers, but everyone not become complacent, especially while riding the subway. Because complacency, our slogan is complacency leads to tragedy, and that could be more true.
Very well said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was excellent.
Right? Check good. Check. Hey, Jeffrey.
Call the security guard. Yeah. Let me call him. Yeah, what?
Thank you.
really insane. Younger generation is starting, and this is where all these
and they were trying to make me like sleep over. This happens all the time, actually.
Yeah, they don't know their unions to just like look the other way. Anyway, I have to go meet my husband. Can you spell it, please?
COLIN, I'm the founder of Rice Rods. I'm in the automotive industry and I'm also in the music industry. And a year and a half ago, though, I was homeless. Yeah, a year and a half ago, I was homeless. I used to live in California. I lived in the streets of LA. I used to live in Skid Row. It was honestly the worst experience of my life. How I got out of it, I moved to Vegas and I was a street performer and I was able to get out of my I was addicted to fentanyl. I got addicted to fentanyl because someone laced me. I was a business owner and engaged and I lost everything during COVID. My sister passed away and then I was homeless because of that, because my parents didn't want anything to do with me, because I was a drunk, I was depressed, and everyone lost everything during COVID. You know, I'm not the only person. You know what I mean? But these things happen all the time. Homeless people die every day. What's gonna happen? How many people is it gonna take for someone to do something about it? It could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been you. It could have been you. It could have been a CEO. Does it have to be a billionaire for someone to care? Yeah, it does. Do something about it, man. We're done. We're tired. We're tired. Either you do something, or New York is going to go somewhere else. We're not safe here. It's not safe. That's all I have to say. COLIN, BOWNER. They need to use the funding they're using towards the police and put it towards homeless resources. They need mental health awareness programs. We need people like these guys that are coming out and helping, that are doing it out of their own heart. It's non-profit. You know, that's what's gonna change. The mayor's not gonna do shit. Excuse my language. Thank you. Where am I gonna see this? Right.
2 weeks ago, I was in Paul's place, which is supposed to be a safe haven. No, on 14th Street by next to the Salvation Army. And was jumped by 5 guys in the shelter while the staff watched and didn't do anything. And basically cheered them on.
Thanks for watching. To stay up to date with Passengers United, please subscribe and follow us on social media.